Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning and today is day one of the trip to Canada. Now, that being said, we're not actually leaving for Canada until Tuesday morning from northern Michigan. But over the next couple days, we're taking off. Got my stuff packed. It's a lot of stuff and I am raring to go. The beard is in full effect. I will be super jazzed to shave it off when we're back. Are you so excited I'm leaving? No.
Forever.
I think the babies are happy. They're like, thank God Dad's going. I get the whole bed to myself. So one thing that I've been paying really close attention to the last couple days is actually the drone batteries. For most of you that have been with us for quite some time, you know that I bought my drone almost exclusively for this trip, particularly when we were gonna go to Ecuador, but for this trip as well. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to use it, to be perfectly honest, because if we are in national or provincial parks in Canada, you cannot fly the drones without expressed written permission, essentially from the Canadian government, which is not gonna happen. However, I am gonna bring it, so if we are on some private property or if there's an opportunity to use it and the owner doesn't mind and we are in an area where it's safe to operate, I definitely wanna do that. So when bringing that and putting it in my bags, a couple things I'll just let you know that I found out through my research. So the first thing is that you can't check drone batteries, particularly the Phantom 4, which I have, which has, I think it is in like 81.3 lithium battery, which is a pretty big size, but you can't bring anything over 100 on actual commercial airlines. So that's good to know. Most of DJI drones do not actually have over that, even the Inspires. So that's something you gotta know. The other thing is that you cannot bring more than 3 batteries total for the drone. So given that we're gonna be sort of off the grid, I have to bring as many batteries as I can, which I own 3, so I'm bringing all 3. Only 2 spares though. So what that means is you have to mount one of the batteries in the drone itself. They are very particular about making sure that the batteries are protected on all sides to prevent from puncture, because obviously if you puncture or rupture a lithium battery, that could cause a fire, and on a plane that not great, right? Because that would melt aluminum, which is not good on a plane. You also have to make sure that the contacts are clear, so the contacts wouldn't arc or connect or spark or anything like that. So just making sure that they're being packed really, really well. So what I actually chose to do is I secured my carry-on bag to be rather protected, just in case I have to check it. Now, my carry-on bag has all of my camera gear, and I'd like to avoid like the plague checking that bag, but I don't, it's a small plane. I'm taking like a 45-minute regional flight. It's a really small plane, probably limited overhead space. I just want to be very careful. So I'm actually bringing a personal item that I'm putting my actual lenses in and those 2 spare batteries. So we will see how that goes. I'll keep you posted throughout this vlog as to how it goes through security. But yeah, I was pretty concerned about that. Not really worried about anything. It's in my check bag. That's secure. But the laptop and things like that are in my carry-on. So we're gonna play by ear. Well, made it through security and didn't have any problems. Had the batteries in my little personal item and the drone with 1 battery in my backpack. Didn't say a word. So take it from me, that might work. I do know through my reading though that some airlines do not allow drones on their aircraft because of the batteries. So maybe when you're in the kind of waiting area, don't flaunt the fact that you have a drone. I know some people like to use the case that it was designed in, and that's really nice because it keeps all your stuff protected, but it really obviously says that you have a drone. So, word to the wise. What is up, guys? I made it through security, made it through my flight, and now I am here at my dad's house in Michigan, and we are just kind of relaxing, having a good time. He just flew in from Philly, so he was coming back from work, got held over, his flight got canceled, so he knows the struggles of aircraft life too. This evening is actually one of my nephew's graduation ceremonies, so I'm super happy that I was able to make that. Being in Chicago and my whole family being from this area here in Michigan, a lot of times I miss out on a lot of things. So today we get the graduation ceremony. Tomorrow we get his graduation open house, which is really, really fun. Like I said, I'm happy I can make that. But this is across the street from my dad's house. This is all his property over here. House is back over here. But I used to roam around and play and hunt and do a bunch of stuff way back in these woods where we just used to have some fun. And it's just sort of fun times to see that, you know, this stuff is still here and all the memories attached to that just gets them feeling nostalgic, really. So a fun story. So there's my dad's house, the garage and stuff and toys and things. And then there's a patch of dirt over there. And that patch of dirt is actually my grandparents' house, the house that my dad grew up in, and all of my aunts and uncles and stuff, and they actually just recently took it down to the ground. It was time. The house had been really, really old. No one had been living in it for, you know, the better part of a decade, and so it was just sort of falling apart at this point. So they took it down, and that's definitely kind of like a big moment in our family, right? Because my grandfather's been passed away for some time, as some of you know who've been with us here for a while on the channel. So that was a big moment in my family. And, you know, even me, it's a little weird, like coming here and just like not seeing at least the house there, because there's a lot of memories there. But, you know, we got to move forward. It was definitely a liability, and you know, I appreciate my dad and my brother who actually led kind of the cleanup of that. So really cool that we're moving forward and everything is good to go. I guess you could say we're a family of outdoorsmen. But yeah, I mean, throughout my childhood, my dad and I used to do projects all the time, and my dad is like one of the more gifted kind of construction or contracting people I've ever known. He actually built and designed, redid this whole basement. It used to be an unfinished basement. We put kind of this like tin situation up here, did all of the wood planking, and just like stained the concrete and did all that stuff. It was just really, really cool room. Got the baseball game on, because that's what we do in my household. This is not the house where I grew up. You've probably seen the videos that I've had where I was in Lansing at my mother's house. That's like the primary house where I grew up. I used to spend a lot of time over here, like every other weekend or so here, but this obviously was never here. So the fact that, oh, there's my guitars. Still, in the future, we'll play for you, I promise. But I thought it would be cool to show you guys a little bit of my dad's house and, you know, not interfering with the family or anything, because I'm down kind of in the basement right now. But like I said, we are right now getting ready to head out to that graduation, and it's going to be way cool. And I'm very excited to see that, because like I said, I don't get to see them and do a lot of the big moments. So the fact that I could be here, it's really cool.
Gavin Robert Karaba.
What's up, guys? This is River from the future. I just wanted to let you know that we are breaking up this Canada series into several parts, okay? So bear with me, and we will be getting these to you as soon as we possibly can, but I'm trying to break it up into what is a cohesive story, okay? So this was part one. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. We will be coming at you with another video here very, very soon, and now we'll be starting our journey north after this one. So thanks a lot, and we will see you next time. Bye.